soy el fuego que...
Just the music gives us a good energy. Hey, welcome live with your Real Estate Sensei show. For those who don't know me, Sandra Jauregui-Schlapitz with Coastal Lux Group. We have today as our guest, my friend, Patty Herrera.
Hey!
Top producer, team leader, and success coach with teams in North Carolina and Florida. After 24 years of being a broker owner, she moved to eXp Realty. In less than a year, she capped, became an icon agent, and recently nominated 5% top influencer at eXp. So Patty, tell us about your real estate journey. I'm so excited to hear all that.
Oh my goodness, such a long journey. It's been 25 years, Sandra. That has, some days it seems like it just flew by, and other times it's like it's creeping by, you know, the day by day. But awesome intro, by the way, had me dancing.
Great, thanks. I like your energy always, so I know that was a good one for you.
So yeah, real estate journey. Wow. You know, I was telling somebody the other day that it's funny because I said, how did you start in real estate? Why did you start in real estate? And, you know, I didn't want to do real estate. I was bored. I was 8 months pregnant. And somebody said, take the class with me. And I said, okay, I'll do it. I'm bored. You know, I had no intentions of getting into real estate whatsoever. I was doing, you know, psychology was my major in college. So I took it. I was bored. And, you know, then I went and I was an assistant for my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. And I thought, you know, wow, they are getting all this money and I'm doing the paperwork and I can do this, you know? So, you know, within the first 6 months, I was a top listing agent within the company. And it was back, it was before the MLS, and it was back when you had to do open houses and look in the little book to find homes. And so, so of course, if my first 6 months went well, you know, when things are going well, you're pumped up and you're like, yes. So I started there, and long story short, went through, you know, all that journey and had 3 kids and went kind of in and out of real estate a little bit. And, you know, in 2001, created my own brokerage because I was like, you know, I want to create something that not only is mine, but take the goods and the bads from the companies I had been with, put it all together, and then create something that supported agents and that, you know, helped agents grow and that I can grow as well and create kind of a team within. So we did that in 2001, and, you know, it went really well until 2008, 2009, when the market kind of crashed and surprised us all. We were all like, we're not used to that, right? Because real estate was going so well. And of course we had to pivot. So we went and started doing foreclosure properties. And so we did that for a couple of years, which was very interesting and very, you know, your files are this thick, but very worth it. It was that.
Files.
Right. It was that or go out of business, because all the big agencies stayed in business, but all the mom and pop agencies went out of business. Yeah. We were like one of the last 2 standing. But I feel like where there's a will, there's a way. If you really want it bad enough, then you can get through. So, and there's always the real estate like this, we've got all these people and it's going great. And then to the, where'd everybody go? And the market is, because the market tanked a little bit, and then you've got to grow it again. So, you know, that's kind of what you got to do as either a broker owner or a team leader, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
What was the most difficult part of being a team leader for you?
Oh my goodness, it's trying to get dependable team members, honestly. You know, and then for a long time, because most people so I want licensed people, and what the statistics are, 85% of people do not make it in real estate. I really feel like there's a reason for that. I think everybody thinks that it's just very easy. And, there's a lot of hard work that people don't see that we have to do to get that business and to get that paycheck that looks so great to everyone from the outside, right?
Yes.
So I think it's just, the turnover rate as well. When you do find those people, normally they're there for a year, 2, 3, maybe, and then they move because the state I'm in and the area I'm in is military. So they're coming and going. So I think that was one of the most, difficult things. And it still is in this area because there's just a lot of military moms that are working while their husbands are stationed here. Yeah.
But you're now in Florida too. So I know that you are also you have your team in Florida, you're going to grow your team. So I believe that all the agents should go to a team leader. The new agents, I'm talking more about new agents because they need to be guided. And also the ones that we have like being in the market for very long as realtors, we also have to learn again. We have to technology and different ways to be up to date, to become better in what we do.
Yes, I totally agree. And how you had mentioned before, I was in for 24 years and, I always love technology, and you have to keep going with the technology or you get left behind, right? So, I'm always learning new things and stuff like that. But what I liked, and one of the reasons why I actually joined EXP is because I felt like I was not growing. I was just kind of, just stagnant. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you kind of like, I'm losing you a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully you can hear me a little better now, but technology. You gotta love technology, right? So I feel like, when I joined mainly because I didn't need the training. I was already trained and knew what I was doing. I was a broker owner. I didn't really need the the split 80-20. I was at 100%. I was getting 100% of 100%. I was already a top producer in my area. I didn't need leads. I joined because, and I know this isn't an EXP broadcast, but I'm just sharing that what helped me grow and what's continuing to help me grow now is part of the education that is being provided by EXP. So it's not necessarily the practicals of knowing the contracts and, next, but it's actually you get collaboration. And so some people are doing YouTube. Some people are doing, like this broadcast today, right? And you're learning from different people, different ways of growing, because sometimes we only think it 1 or 2 different ways.
Yes.
So I've really enjoyed that. And that is one of the main reasons why I came over and what I absolutely love. And it's helping me grow quicker because I'm not stuck to just, Fayetteville, North Carolina or Naples, Florida. It's global. So I like that. I like that growth.
Yes, and I think that's very important to be able to have all that collaboration to grow. I agree with you. So, what was the most difficult part for you, or what point you felt like you were stuck in real estate before you come to EXP Realty?
I felt like growth was stuck. I felt like so it was just me. I felt like I was in it alone. And, because so many realtors, I know you've probably been at other companies as well. And, it's kind of like, this is mine and I'm not going to share it with anyone. And it felt like that. And I felt like I was being that way as well. And it just didn't feel really good. And I just felt like I was just in it alone. And there were no, other brokers. They don't want to collaborate with you. They don't want to give ideas to competitors, competitors. They don't want to, share ideas or collaborate, like I said. And I just felt like, I'm in this alone, and I'm just, I have ideas, but I can't implement them all by myself either. And I didn't have a whole lot to offer other agents joining other than me, come and shadow me, which is a lot to offer, but there's just so much more now with, the collaboration like this, or like when other people put on presentations and stuff and you're learning and you're doing all this, you're not having to do it all by yourself.
Yes,
You can send your team to, Sandra's learning.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
constant
so I love
learning.
that.
Well, I'm sorry, you're cutting up a little bit, but it is a constant learning from everyone. The collaboration is big. I myself, in 21 years of real estate, I was the same. I was kind of like a stuck. Who I am? Am I the only one here? Is this? You network, but you feel like you are the only one. You feel like, what's going on? I don't have support. I don't have collaboration. So yes, I understand that, and it's nice to see out there. And it doesn't need, like, I know that you're doing every Wednesday live events, which I'm sorry, Zoom events, which it goes global, like you said, and that's not just for EXP agents. You are being open. And I was telling to someone the other day, you are an open book. If someone asks you something, you actually give what you're doing. You don't have any problems to share. So that's what it makes you different. And that is really very nice to have you as a partner, as a friend. I really appreciate that part from you. Thank you very much for that. So what kind of coaching and training are you receiving?
I think you're glitching just a little bit. There you go. That's better. You're kind of glitching in and out, but yeah, absolutely. I feel like we should all share, because somebody had said, and somebody said, and I cannot remember who it was, but they were like, you think you are the one that created this thing that you're using in real estate, or this new idea, when in reality, it's not brand new. You might not be using it, but it's not brand new. It's just new to you. And I think that's so true. So sometimes we forget that somebody out there is using it somewhere. And, always try to be first or better, right, than everybody else that's doing it. So why not share? Because realistically, how many times have you tried to train, or you could share with 100 different people everything?
I think we're having technology problems right now. I hope I can have her back. I love, like she was saying, I love to share. I love the collaboration that she has, and she's trying to. Yeah, you're back. I was trying to say what happened.
It's that technology we love so much.
I was talking about that. I was like, technology. It's sad that the technology happens right now.
Yeah. So what I was trying to share is that, when we're sharing things with others, people like to believe they're the ones that created whatever it is that's brand new, and it's all mine. I worked hard. I created it. When realistically, they're not the ones that created it. It's out there somewhere. You just have to be first, or you have to be better, right? And the things that you do, which is what I try to do. And you can share with 100 different people everything they need to do to succeed in real estate. Everything, play by play. But like 98% of them aren't even going to do half of it.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's crazy, because I know when we started real estate, there weren't as many tools. There weren't collaboration. There wasn't training. It was like, you got your license, sink or swim.
Go.
there wasn't even all the Google there is now,
No, yeah, that's
MLS
true.
wasn't online. It was, you learn by fire and figure it out, and maybe buy a couple of things like a water heater every once in but you learned quick, right?
Yes,
And now
yes,
there's so many tools and technology at everyone's fingertips, but they're choosing not to use it. It's really a choice.
yes, yes. What would be your advice for the new agents?
You know, new agents, I think they need to have confidence. Education, with education comes confidence. But I really feel like there needs to be a mixture, because sometimes they get caught up as a new agent and they're like, I have to know everything. And it's impossible. Every transaction is different.
Yeah,
So some of it is learn as you go. So I think that there has to be a lot of action steps on getting, opportunities, and making relationships, and trying to, do that part of real estate that will make you the money. And then a small part that's everyday learning and being consistent and not giving up. There are so many people that are like, oh, I sent a letter, to my sphere, or I sent a postcard to this neighborhood. I haven't heard anything back.
yeah,
And I'm like, you're probably not. You've got another 6 months to a year to go before you hear back from them, because they're not all ready to buy or sell right now. So in the meantime, stay in front of them so that when they are, you're the go-to person. And so I would say, don't give up so easily. Follow through and follow up, follow up, follow up. That is what I used to do. I used to call FSBOs. That's how I got started, as open houses and for sale by owners. For sale by owners would like, nope, I don't need you. Market's good. Okay. Patty didn't give up. Patty set them for 2 more weeks. In 2 more weeks, sometimes they would say, I'm good. It's only been 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. Patty set them up for 3 more weeks. After the 4th or 5th phone call, if they have not sold, they were listing with Patty. Why? They really love the follow-up. They were like, wow, you didn't give up. You're like, that's what they want in an agent, right? And then 2, they're like, you know what? You're in front of me, and now it's time. I tried it on my own, and see what you can do with it, since you followed up so much. So that's how I got majority of my listings when I started.
Is your business more referrals, or you also do you get new leads, so like you buy new leads?
Yep, I do both. So I have a lot of referrals that I normally do like myself, but I have leads that we purchase as well that I distribute, to some of my team members, and that's what I use like for training and things like that. I'll say, okay, we've got this new lead come in. This is what you do. And just like the one yesterday came in through our website. And so I took one of the new agents and I'm like, okay, sit with me. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a, first-time home buyer consult. We're going to do, all these things, and kind of use that for training so that they know what to do with the next ones that come from the website. So yeah, we do a little bit of both.
That's great that you actually take the time to sit and guide them through the process, because I know sometimes new agents, they come, the market is now, and they get a buyer here, a buyer there. But unfortunately, if you are not coached, and you don't know how to do all the process, that will be a one-time customer, because that's what the market is now. But if you know and you learn and you let to be coached, I think it would be way better, because you are creating your client for life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's really important to be able to be coachable. And no matter how long you've been in the business, because so many people, there's prima donnas, they've been in the business 6 months and they think they know everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you should really, like, I've been in the business 25 years. I am still learning new things. That's the way it's supposed to be. Don't stop your growth because
No.
you think you know it all. Just put the pride to the side and, continue to learn because, even with if you just took technology, right? As much as being added every year for new technology and new ways to do things. If you're stuck and think you know it all and you're not learning those things, somebody's going to eat your lunch out there. That's what I always say.
Yes,
We're
I
going to
agree
run
with
circles around you.
Look at
So
me. I don't like to be I don't like to do videos. I don't like to be in a camera. But if I don't do this, which is important, the videos, YouTube, Facebook, then you're not getting your position to be out there to be the leader that you want to be. So it takes time. We need to learn. I also have a coach that I need to listen all the time. I have you, I have Lisette, Veronica, and a lot of people that they are open to help you constantly without any hesitation. With like one text, they are there. So I'm really, I consider myself very blessed that I'm able to admit that I still need a coach, and I will keep getting one and learn constantly.
You are doing
with-
amazing and getting, just getting out of your comfort zone. And, I started doing that in January too. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and I'm going to do this. And that's what I would say to people getting in the business as well. Just do it. Just even if you're uncomfortable with it, just do it because that's how you're going to learn it. And, definitely going to be uncomfortable, but if it's not uncomfortable, it's probably not worth doing.
Yes, yeah, that is true. So tell me, what would be your 30-second elevator pitch?
Oh gosh, to whom? To whom? To
realtors, to realtors out there.
And I don't really have one. I'm going to be honest. I don't really have one. I feel like one size doesn't fit all. I feel like when I'm speaking with someone, I want to find out, okay, what are you looking to do? Because we all have different models and different ways of doing real estate. And it's the same with buyers and sellers and everything. Sometimes, a buyer has, something in their mind that they want, or a way they want the transaction to go, or a way they want to communicate with the realtor. The same with the seller. So just in general, my philosophy is, treat each person individually and find out, what are you looking for? What are your needs? How can I assist you? So it's not so much about me. And I think I've realized that the most in the last year. Because I used to have the elevator pitch. Oh yeah, I've been in business 25 years and I'm a top producer here and I'm this and I'm that, and nobody cares.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all like, yeah, that's great, but what can you do for me now? So my question, I start asking lots of questions. What is it that you want me to do for you now? What is it that I can assist you with? And I think that has worked better because people want, just like everybody says, people want to do business with people, right? And, they want somebody that they can either have a relationship with or feel will listen to them and will help them with what their needs are. So I really don't have one, so to speak.
Well, thank you, to be honest, because I don't think I have one at this point either.
I know, it's like elevator. I'm like, oh, I don't think I got one of those.
Well, thank you, Patty, to actually give me your time to be open to help me, because this is my first show, to help me to be open. I think I pick you because I am the one that feels more comfortable to do it. So thank you very much. And the next show will be announced. And nice to see you, Patty.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show and being the first. See, I said be the first or be the best, right?
Yes.
At least I know I'm the first. Woo!
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Sandra.
Everyone, have a good weekend and enjoy. Bye. Yay!
And we're still live.